Alright, we're going to do a video on a zero tolerance knife, a recent purchase, and we're going to talk about it. This happens to be the model 301. You can see that or not, but there it is. Model 301. I believe the difference between the 301 and the 300 is only in color. That's all. Anyway, we'll unbox it and talk a little bit about it. This knife I purchased in Canada, in British Columbia. I don't know if you can see that. This isn't a plug for the store, but that's where I got it. Probably the better deals you're going to find will be here, because I researched the shit out of this item. And this is where I ended up getting it. But like I said, I'm not promoting Warriors and Wonders. I'm just saying that's where I got mine, and that's where the best deal happened to be at the time. That's all. Anyway, getting back to the knife. Let's unbox it here. American built knife, so it says on the box. I guess that's what they say there, is it's built in America, so hopefully that's where it's built. Hopefully it's not built in China. Judging by the quality, I don't think it is. Alright. This is the one I got, 301. Bring it into the picture a little more. That box out of the picture. It's a G10 on that side that you see now. What G10 is, I don't know. Some kind of a composite. I don't know exactly what it is. It's not metal. It's some kind of a, I don't know. I really don't know. I can't say. It seems like it's some sort of a fiber glass, or maybe a poly, like a, what do you call it? I don't know. I really don't know. It could be plastic. It could be, I don't know what G10 is. I can't really explain it. Maybe you can tell me. I don't really care. It's light. It's got lots of grip on it, as you can see. Whatever it is, it seems to be pretty good. On this side, you're looking at titanium, painted flat black. I'm thinking I might take and polish that off and get the true metal color out of it. The flat black's okay, but I think over time it's going to wear and it's going to look like shit when it's worn, so I figured I'd just get rid of the paint altogether. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll just wear it in. There's a pocket clip on it, and you can see the holes down here. You can move it down there so that it's faced the other way, or you can put it on the other side, in a different location there and there, slightly different than the titanium side. I've got the move it back out of the picture there. I got the Tiger Stripe. I wanted to get all silver blade, an all satin blade, because I'm sure with time and use, that tiger striping is just going to wear away and look like shit. I don't know. Time will tell. I'm not sure. I didn't get all black because I figured that's going to wear and probably show even worse. I don't know. I don't really care. Well, I shouldn't say that. I do care. Excuse me, there's mosquitoes here. I do care, but I would have rather have had an all satin blade, just so I didn't have to worry about that sort of crap, like the wear. Apparently it's very durable. I'll tell you one thing for sure, is it's very sharp. out of the box. I got the serrated, partially serrated blade. It was recommended to me by the guy in the store. I don't know if I really want that. Like, how do you sharpen that properly? Like, a blade edge I can sharpen. Serrations, I don't know. How do you sharpen that? Seems like a pain in the ass. Anyway, it's a frame lock. I like that about it. You know, I cut myself twice with it within the first day I got it. So, like I say, it's very sharp. I like this tang here, right here. You can whip that open like no tomorrow. It also has the lugs on either side of it, right here and right there. I like that. I like that option too. It is a bulky knife for your pocket, but when you flash that up, you know, that's a big ass knife as far as folders go. You know, it really is a dominant knife as far as folding knives go. You know, I really, like, I had a 350 in my hand. Like, I paid $275 for this knife, Canadian, and that's expensive. You know, that really is expensive. But, you know, on the other hand, I've played with these knives in the shop, the 300, the 350, the 200, and I came home with this, the more expensive of the three. And I thought, as sure as heck, like looking at them online, that I would come home with the 350 because it's half as much money. It's $130. And it came with a satin blade, but it didn't have the titanium frame lock. It was a liner lock, and it, you know, once I started playing with the knife in the store, like I say, I walked away with the 300 or the 301. The 350 just isn't the same knife. It's small. It's 10% smaller. Yeah, like, I'd like to have one too, but you can't have everything, you know. Like, so I went with, as far as I'm concerned, the top dog of the pile, and I'm not disappointed. Like, it is an expensive knife. I'm not gonna lie to you in that part of it. It's expensive. This is not a cheap knife. It's a Ken Onion design. I don't know much about Ken Onion, but apparently he designs knives, and he's made knives, or he's a knife maker. I don't know. I don't really care. I just like the style of it. I like the way it looks. I like the way it feels. And that's all. You know, I don't know what else to say. It caught my eye right away, you know, and like I said, I couldn't determine whether I wanted the 350 or the 300. And when I actually wanted the 350 before I went down to the store, but ended up with 301. And there's nothing wrong with the 301. Twice as much money as a 350, but it felt right. And fit is everything when it comes to a knife and the way it feels. If it doesn't feel right, I wouldn't buy it. This one felt right. Versus the other two. The 200 didn't like the feel of it. The price was right, but I didn't like the feel of it. You know, and it's whatever. This is what I came home with. Came home with the Zero Tolerance 301. As far as I know, the 301, the only difference is that this side, the G10 side, is a different color. It's not flat black. And honestly, I don't know why they wouldn't just go with an all titanium Titanium on both sides. You know, I don't know. We'll see how it wears. Like the titanium, I don't suspect it to wear too much. G10, I don't know much about it. I don't even know what it is. If it's a polymer or what. It wears, whatever. But I would like to see them make an all satin blade in the 300. But like I say, I'm not going to buy another one because they're too expensive. You know, there's no need to own more than one. You know, if I lose this one and they happen to come out with a satin full blade, I'll buy that one. I do like the frame lock. There's no blade play in this knife, none at all. Even though it's bulky, it fits in your pocket nice. You know, people go on and on about EDC, everyday carry, you know, this and that, it's too big, whatever. You know what? I carry it every day and I don't notice a damn thing. I really don't, you know. So get what you want. This is what works for me. You know, this is what works for me. You get whatever you want. I really don't care. But that was a good shitload of money. I'm happy with it. The only thing I'm not happy with is that you can't get it in the satin finish and maybe the full titanium panel on the one side. But that's just me, right? That's just what I'd like to see. Anyway, there's a review on the Zero Tolerance 301. It's an expensive knife. I'm not going to shit you on that. It's an expensive knife, and you know, it's 10% bigger than the 350. It's got titanium on the one side instead of G10 on both sides, like the 350 has. You know, there's definitely more value in this knife than the 350, but that much more, like double, I don't know. I don't know what titanium's worth. You know, who knows? I got what fit for my hand, what I liked, and there it is. I don't know what else to say. I don't know. I'm happy with it. As expensive as it is. Sorry. Yeah. There it is. You'd have to play with them. I do recommend that if you're going to purchase a knife and you're researching it online, go to the knife store and pick up and play with these knives. Don't, like, I almost went with the 350, and I had my mind made up based on information online. And then when I went to the store and played with the 350 and the 200 and the 300, the 301, I came home with the 301. So if you're going to order something like this online, I would be leery of doing that, because if you can get down to the shop and actually play with them and handle them, you'd be surprised. Okay. Of what choice you might come up with in the end, because, like I said, this wasn't the one that I was intending to buy until I went down to the store and played with them all, and that's exactly what I bought. So, anyway, I'm going to sign out. Take care. And if I can say anything about this, go down and handle the knives and find out for yourself what feels good and what fits. Okay? Take care.